Hi, Dr. Lim here. It has been quite some time that I am producing the Talks Weekly. Now we basically covered the basic fact about how DXN deal on the market in Coffee Talks, the basic therapy in Herbal Talks, and some background preparation for the training of Sunya in Sunya Talks. I must say, basically I've covered most of the basic facts in the above three areas. From now on, we may need to get more serious and go into advanced training. When it comes to advanced teaching, there are basically two areas that are important: the advanced teaching in genotherapy and the advanced teaching in Sunya. Genotherapy take care of your body, and Sunya is taking care of your mind. We are also in the process of establishing the online university to teach the above two broad subjects. Genotherapy is not just the application on genoma. We need to discuss about the body system, the herbs, the various treating system, the usage of herbal formula, the acupuncture, the hexagenous reflexology for massages and diagnosis, the general health knowledge, and a lot more. Healthcare is a huge subject, and we may divide it into few lecture series. On the former side, we will teach the herbal theory based on the classic text Sang Han Lun, or the discussion on harmful diseases. Other than the herbal theory, we need to study herbs itself and how we formulate the herbs. Last but not least, to study the body system. After that is the treating method like acupuncture, massages, cupping, and etc. So by now, you should know that the advanced teaching of genotherapy is a huge subject, and basically it is a mega project, and that may span many years. I hope this does not frighten you off. My approach is very different from conventional teaching. Where you have to spend a few years to learn medical theory, then become an apprentice and spend a few more years practicing the theory. I found that this is the worst kind of education. This does not go along with our Sunya philosophy that action first, strategy second, and goal setting the last. We shall start to practice genotherapy. From the very first day, you learn the art. Then through the practice, you started to learn a deeper aspect of genotherapy. Finally, you grasp the theory and become a good herbalist. Action first. Always our philosophy. Now, at this moment, you need not worry about how to apply the theory. I shall explain it in great details. When we come to Sunya, this is the training on the mind. Again, it is a huge subject. We need to discuss how to train the body, and how to observe the reading, and how to control the mind. Our life is complicated, and we need a lot of discussion how to handle the emotional conditions in day-to-day living. The Sunya training is classified into three levels. The full name for the practice is Samatha Vipassana. Samatha is a focus on the mind, and Vipassana is to observe and control the mind. We put it in the short form of SV. So we have the basic level, or the BSV. In short, this is basically focused on the sit-up and meditation to union the mind and the body. Then the greater SV, or the Maha SV, we short form it into MSV. This is about how we interact with the environment. The environment is classified into many areas. Your family, your society, your country, the environment, protection on the earth, and the interaction is not always fruitful. You may face the setback and failures, and how to handle failures and see through your life to gain prosperity and to live a good life need to be discussed and prepared our mind for it. In MSV, we need to talk about how you control your body by observing the 5 Shanon, the Panchasila, and 6 exertion, or 6 paramita, which we shall discuss in detail in future. Finally, It is the union of your mind, body, and your supreme consciousness. Then you have to learn the higher theory of yoga, which is covered in Yogacara teaching. We divide the achievement in yoga in 17 levels, from the very basic to the supreme enlightenment. The teaching on supreme consciousness is not easy at all. Xuanzang risked his life to travel all the way from China to India due to his quest on the true teaching of the supreme consciousness, which we shall cover in the advanced teaching of Sunya. Over the years, many members have voiced their intention to study in DXN Online University and requested me to initiate it as soon as possible. I have a big dilemma here. There is no textbook for genotherapy or Sunya. Both are due to my many years of experience in the field of healthcare and my training. So I have to prepare the lecture notes and make the video. During the COVID situation, the preparation of video is very time consuming for me. I have to prepare the script of the lecture notes, shooting the video, then prepare the caption, and finally burn the caption into the video. A 10 to 15 minutes short video like this will take at least half the day, and sometimes one whole day for me to prepare. I become a full-time director, cameraman, script writer, the actor himself, and the caption maker, and etc. This may sound interesting, but the problem is it is a one-man show. I have to do it all. So I have no complaint about it. After all, donation of knowledge is the best donation we can give to mankind, and we always feel good and happy about it. The only problem is a time constraint, and one video of it is too slow to impart the knowledge. 15 minutes is hardly a quarter of a lecture in a day, and you need a few years of the regular lectures. Based on this calculation, it may take a lifetime now just to record the videos. You may not have the patience for it. I also do not have such a great stamina to go through all of it. So the more practical way is I try to come up with the training materials for you to study, and my videos serve as the explanation on the important points. Then if you have any doubts and questions, you may ask in the comment area, and I try to answer it. I already asked the key staff to form the core team for the preparation of lectures for genotherapy and Sunya training. In future, I may not publish my video in a weekly manner, but I'm dealing with a chapter or a subject. It is better for me to focus on and work on the subjects and produce all the videos in a continuous manner. Not like the weekly talks, we divide the talk into 3 unrelated subjects. You may have to come to the forum here frequently, as in future, my video may not be in a weekly series, but more in a continuation fashion. You may be daily, or it may be, which may be daily, or take a few days to continue. In my past video, when I cover the herbology, I told you I do have a dream or a fantasy that one day I retire and settle down in the village, relieve myself from all the duties, and I'm free to roam around in the wild, collect the herbs, dry them, powder them with a boat, a grinder, then hand make into honey or water globules for the patient that need it. I can spend full time writing the books and preparing the lecture for genotherapists and Sunya. But the world is not perfect, and such a life is not possible. If I need to steer DXN into a top class company, not so much as to make money for me, but to make DXN sustainable and provide a long-term and good career for the members. So I have to be happy in solving the day-to-day problem, in kicking start mega construction, and planning for the expansion and development of DXN. Relieving all duty and settling down in the village is actually go against the concept of MSV, where we have to engage with society and not hide ourselves in isolation. Maybe I should make a compromise, developing a mega farm, a huge range, cabins in the forest, beachfront resorts, cyber HQ, link to all the members in cyberspace. So together, we develop the type of lifestyle we want. Okay, we plant herbs and veggie all around and make the lifestyle a product of DXN. So if we want a village star, we create it, not purely for myself, but for all of us. Once in a while, we can stay in the village together to relieve ourselves from the hectic duties for some times. So if we want a mega farm, we establish a few of it and we can live as farmer for some time. So if we want to produce, we establish all sort of tiny tax, no? Some for ourselves and many for the socio-economic development. For the one family, one skill program, where we use tiny tech to help the entrepreneurs to produce food and many other products like vegan cheese, various type of rice, millets, and different grains, and etc. So most of the time, we do our duties because this is the only way to make us into a free man with financial freedom. Once in a while, we settle down for Sunya retreat and various lifestyle like village stay, forest adventure, beach farm, marine park, horse range, and etc. We can collect the herbs planted by us, grind it using the boat, and sing, so together, making the globals or various herbal formula to help those poor people and poor family, other than our own marketing needs. We must dare to dream and bold to take actions. So in future, we mix learning, marketing, and leisure together. That make our life richer and more meaningful. Hope you are excited to study the new journey now. So see you very soon. Bye bye.